Hey guys, so I am here because I wanted to do a breastfeeding / weaning update since Alaina is closer to age 1, and that's usually when kids typically start weaning either from formula or from breast milk, which in our case it will be breastfeeding. And I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing and the reasons why. I have decided that I am going to start weaning Alaina when she's 11 months old, 9-month annual checkup. I asked her pediatrician if it was okay if she started having whole cow's milk, which is what we're going to be doing. I was going back and forth whether I wanted to do almond milk or coconut milk or whole cow's milk, and in the end I just decided that I was going to do whole cow's milk. I may do the organic route just for hormone type reasons, and milk I'm not 100% sure yet, and I just figured that's the easier choice because, for example, when we go out to restaurants and things like that, they have those things there. And the other part of that is I talked to her pediatric dentist, and he said that sometimes like the almond milk can also cause problems with teeth because of the sweetening of it and all of that. So it's kind of like give or take, and I just decided that Alaina is going to do whole cow's milk. So like I was saying, at her pediatrician's office, I asked if she can start having it at 11 months. Not completely stopping breastfeeding, but just kind of starting getting her used to it. Are you okay? But just kind of starting to get her used to it and have some sips and kind of start a routine with whole cow's milk so she gets used to it. What I plan on doing is when she turns 11 months old, I want to start weaning her slowly. I don't plan on just completely stopping cold turkey breastfeeding. I feel like that wouldn't be good for her. It wouldn't be good for me. It would be like a traumatic experience for her where she has it, and especially because she's able to sign milky now. She does this. She's able to communicate that she wants it, and just telling her no, I feel like would be very stressful, especially since that's what she uses to go to sleep at night. So I'm gonna do a gradual process of weaning. Right now she nurses when she wakes up in the morning, which is around like 9, anywhere between 9:30, 10:30. She nurses before she takes a nap during the day, which is 4 to 5 hours after the time she wakes up. She nurses around 4 or 5 in the evening, and then she nurses when she goes to bed at night. And then she also nurses if she wakes up at any point throughout the night. Every single week I'm going to take away one of those feedings. So it's a gradual process, not only for her, but so that way I don't get like any infections from having an over milk supply. I wrote down the dates, and as of right now, I'm not actually 100% sure which one I'm going to take away first. I want to take the one away that she seems to want the least, or that she doesn't ask for the most, either during her nap time, right before her nap to go to sleep, or one after around like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I think that I'm going to take away the one that's around 4 or 5 in the afternoon first, only because when she wakes up from her nap, she has a snack, then she has dinner, so she's still getting a lot of food in between that time, so I know that she's not going to necessarily need the milk, and then I can give her a cup of whole cow's milk to substitute that breastfeeding session. So I just feel like for us, that's the one that's going to be the less traumatic and the best way to start this weaning process. I'm going to start it on March 1st. Technically, she is 11 months on the 28th, but we're going to start on March 1st. And from March 1st to March 15th, which is 2 weeks, I am going to eliminate that breastfeeding session. So just to kind of get her used to it, get her used to not breastfeeding during that time, as well as diminish my milk supply slowly. Second one I plan on taking away is her before her nap time. Then the third one that I want to take away, feeding that she has first thing in the morning. She is pretty attached to this feeding only because she hasn't had anything all night. If she does sleep through the night, so that's something that she wants first thing in the morning, but she's just gonna have to learn that she's gonna have breakfast in the morning with a glass of milk. First feeding I'm planning on doing March 1st to March 15th. The second feeding I plan to do that one from March 16th to March 29th, and then the third feeding from March 30th to April 12th. She should be completely day weaned by April 12th. So that is our plan. And then I plan on still night nursing her to go to sleep till like the end of May or the end of June, just because I don't want to like completely like take all of it away, and night nursing is something that I'm here for anyways, and it's just kind of like a comforting thing for her. And so I plan on doing that until probably like mid-May, the end of May. She'll be like 13 or 14 months at that point, which I think is fine, and I think that she might understand even at that point that I don't have any milk if I tell her that. The reasons that I chose to wean at 1 year, I know a lot of people extend it up until 2 years. As many of you know, Alaina's never taken a bottle. She's been exclusively breastfed since she's been born. So the entire time I was pregnant and the entire time that Alaina has been alive for these last 10 or 11 months, she has constantly needed me for milk, and that means for me that I'm never allowed to leave her more than 3 to 4 hours at a time. And so for me, I kind of needed a little bit of that freedom back so I can do some things during the day, start substitute teaching again, getting back into work, and just kind of getting a little bit of my life back and getting to do some things for me, going out at night like with my friends once in a while. My part, that is ultimately where that decision came from, and for her, I just feel like it's good for her to be able to be watched by some other people and get to go some places without me, because then she can go with my husband and her grandparents on his side without having to have me constantly there to be able to nurse her. I'm really sorry this lighting keeps going in and out. I know it's horrible. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That is our breastfeeding and weaning process. I'm really happy that I actually made it to 1 year. I remember at the beginning feeling like, oh my gosh, I have an entire year of breastfeeding. My child doesn't take a bottle. I can't leave her for a year. But it really has gone by so fast. And some people say, why rush it when it's just a month left? Why give her whole cow's milk at 11 months? That's just something that is working for our family, and her pediatrician okayed it, so I feel perfectly comfortable with the decision. And I will definitely be updating how the weaning process is going and how it's working for Alaina, and I'm going to go because Alaina is not letting me do this video down here. Lee has just been needing my undivided attention 24 hours a day. So it's a miracle that I even got to do the part of this video that I needed to do. If you guys have any questions, comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. And if not, I guess just look for future updates about how our breastfeeding weaning process is going, which is going to be starting in 8 days. I can't believe it. I feel like she's just getting so big. And it really is a bittersweet feeling, only because I mean, this is something that we've been doing for a year now, and part of it is really nurturing, but then I know at the same time that I'm going to be able to get a little bit of my freedom back, and she's becoming more independent. I'm kind of excited to start the process. I'm a little bit nervous, especially when we start the night weaning, because that's how she goes to sleep when she wakes up at night, but I feel like it could be beneficial just because maybe it'll help her sleep more through the night. Thanks for watching. Bye. Don't know want mommy to do videos? Yeah. Say, pay attention to me, Mom. Say, can you say bye-bye? I have to wash your face. Say bye.